Hello there, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mitchell.
And I'm Greg.
And today we're gonna go about trying to do the spark plugs on my dad's 2014 Silverado. Anybody who owns these trucks know that the spark plugs are not very straightforward to do for the most part. And here's why. Also, we have a little sidekick today. It's Greg's neighbor's cat, apparently. So anyway, down in the engine bay, hopefully the light is fine, you have your 4 plugs. And this is the easy side, mind you. And you have the wires that come up from the plugs, up under the engine cover there. So the object of the game here is to get these plugs out as easily as possible. Now there's generally 2 different approaches to do this. The approach we're going to do is the more common, reach over into the engine bay and try to pull them out. So we have a topside creeper here that Greg just did about 20 minutes of gymnastics worth to get it.
Yeah.
And we're going to crawl on top of the creeper and reach down in to remove the plugs. The other way to do it, which is probably a little bit longer to do but easier, is to pull the wheel off and the fender well, and then it's pretty much a straight shot into where the plug is. We're not going to do that because that's a lot of work, and we like to do things the easiest way possible, or the most straightforward way. I don't know.
Depends on how you define easy.
You've watched our channel long enough to know that nothing is easy. If you've been watching our channel. If you're new here, we have a lot of adventures in car work. And this side is the hard side. Hard to kind of give you guys a good perspective of what's going on here, but there's a lot of coolant lines and air conditioning lines, and even the air line here, that airbox, air intake pipe, that makes it harder to reach the plugs on this left side.
And the firewall's just in the way.
And in the back one, the firewall's in the way, as Greg was saying. Again, the easiest way to do this side is to pull the fender. We're going to try to do it from above, and if we can't do it from above, then maybe we will pull the fender on this side. Anyway, we're going to show you one plug on the right, and then we'll show you one plug on the left live, and we will time lapse through the rest of it. So stay tuned. Okay, so for the spark plugs, we're replacing the original ones with these 41168 AC Delco Iridium plugs. These are the OEM replacement plugs for this truck. And we're also going to replace the spark plug wires. So these are just, as you can tell, we prepared well for this, didn't we? So this goes from the spark plug, and this goes to the engine cover, the ignition wire, I guess. These ones actually look pretty good, so we probably don't have to replace them, but my dad bought the parts anyway, so might as well. Also, we didn't mention it in the intro, but this is the 5.3 liter V8, but pretty much everything's the same on the 6.2. The spark plug gap's the same. They might use a different plug, I didn't check that. But they're both LS engines, so this is pretty much applicable to any LS engine in general. So yeah, we'll get started now.
Okay, so we're going to start with the biggest pain in the butt of this entire job. So, looking at the new wires, the coil end of it just pops off of here, so I already pulled on it a little bit, but do a little bit of a twist as you pull. Maybe. And then you got that end. And then it'd be nice to do the same on the other end. Oh, that's hot.
We've had the car sitting for an hour since we've been here, so.
Yeah, more than an hour now even. Need to be able to pull, but I can't do that with the firewall in the way. And I got the spring on them too, of course, so that makes things. That's not gonna fit. We're gonna take this off. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to get this off of the engine because I can't pull on it enough. Oh, because you can't get your hand in it.
You move around a lot, Cat. You're never in the same spot for very long. They're already greased for us.
Yeah, that's good. Does the other end got some dialect?
No.
Yeah. I was thinking about that, but it's not a big deal really. Especially when it's new soft rubber. I don't know how you get that off of there because I can't pull straight with the firewall on the way. Let's try one of these ones and see how much force it actually takes. Oh my god, that's the problem.
Look at
that. I don't know why they put a hex on the top of them. You're supposed to. You're not supposed to turn it. Just to break it free. Oh yeah, good luck. You pull that off of there. Can try pliers, but I don't want to. Oh, I guess we don't really care about these ones, right?
No.
Not that we want to destroy them, but don't really care about marking them up. Might have to use pliers, especially on that end one. Pry against the shield. Okay, let me grab a couple different pliers, I guess, and try that.
As you can tell, we're already running into trouble. Alright, so we grabbed a few different kinds of pliers to try and pull this ignition wire out. Still hasn't come out yet.
No. I don't know, maybe there's probably a freaking GM special service tool for this.
There's a special service tool.
Like, what the hell? Oh, I got it finally.
Did?
But we pulled the frickin'
end of the plug out.
Oh, I pulled all of the casing, like this part, up the wire before the wire let go.
Nice.
No.
That's nuts.
That's brutal is what that is.
Well, we finally got that out. Now we got to get the plug out. Yeah, I don't know how we're ever going to get a socket in there.
Oh, gotta be on all the way though. Okay.
Success.
Yeah.
Just remember, you're going to have to hand thread it with the last bit, I think. I don't think there's enough space to get the plug in and socket out.
Yeah, well, it didn't crack loose and be free like I was expecting it to, but I should be able to. Oh, it's in the way now. Oh yeah, good luck with that.
Still tight. Probably cross-threaded in the factory.
Hope not.
Yeah, I can see it.
It's got some weird.
These ones might be copper, the originals.
Yeah, it could be why. It's got some weird oxidation on it, but it's not really oxidation. It's from combustion.
This truck was running rich for a while, so the 14s do generally run rich, which is why they throw a code occasionally that fuel system rich.
Doesn't look bad though.
Yeah, what number is it on? Yeah, that's the copper version.
41114. Whatever that number is for Devco. Alright, so we're going to just go through and quickly check the gap on all these plugs. As Mitchell said to me off camera, they're supposed to come pre-gapped, but I've known that that's forever that that's not true. But we'll double check them to make sure that they are in fact the 40 thousandths of an inch that we want them to be, and that way we'll get the best performance out of them in this truck. So we'll just do one on camera here, and then I'll go through and make sure the rest are good. So being that these are iridium, we've got a really tiny electrode in the center. Sorry, a little tiny electrode in the center there, and it's really easy to chip the edge of it, especially with a tool like this. So I'm going to do my best to be really careful. I have a couple of other gapping tools that are maybe better suited to this style of plug, but I'm just going to try and see how close we are here. Normally what you want to do is hook the tool in behind, and you would pull out through the electrode, and based on the way that behaves, it's pretty close. Normally when you got the larger electrode, the non-iridium ones, you get a nice kind of twang sound as you pull it through. That tells you that it's where you want it to be. If it's too small and you can't fit the wire through, then usually these tools have a little tool here that's meant to hook on to the bigger one, hook on to the ground strap behind, and you just kind of twist it to open the gap a little bit. But yeah, this one's very close. We're gonna say that it's good. But yeah, as far as the iridium goes, you just gotta be really careful. I have in the past chipped some of the top of the electrode off just because of the way that this wire tool works. So you just gotta be a little bit careful about that. So I'll go through quickly and check the other 8, make sure that they're the same, and then we'll get into starting to change the passenger side.
All right, and now to put the new spark plug in. We did coat the threads with anti-seize as we usually do.
Just a light coating on the threads to make torquing it easier, and also when you want to take them out next time. I don't know how I'm going to find the hole here, you know. I'm just going to
hope for the best.
Wiggle it around a bit. Bada boom, bada bing.
The weather is absolutely gorgeous today for this.
Come on. You can do it. And we have found the hole.
Woohoo!
Okay, I think that might be, yeah, okay. And now we're gonna
15 inch problem.
Okay. Let's see if I'm gonna fit. Where's the square? There it is. Oh! My hand don't fit. And now it's too loose. I thought it was in all the way. Apparently not. Oh, I can't reach. There, now it's starting to get tight. These things have, well, these ones don't have a crush washer. Huh. I guess it's the taper of the head that seals. A lot of times spark plugs have a metal crush washer that goes, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this out here now. Ah yes, perfect. A lot of times spark plugs have a crush washer that squishes when you install it, so technically if you ever take it out you're supposed to replace it, but a lot of times I've just put it back in.
The Cruise didn't have pressure washers either.
It was like this.
Yeah, exactly like that, but shorter.
I think that cone seals, but I'm not 100% sure. I have to look at the old one.
So here's the new wire. I guess you plug it in bottom first, then top.
Yeah, I think so. It's going to be enough of a nightmare trying to get it on, I think. Who knows? It might go really easy, but we'll see.
See if Hooke's law is followed with the spring. I'm sure you guys saw nothing of this whole ordeal. There's literally no way to get a camera in there unless it's like a scope camera, basically.
I think it's on all the way. Yeah, it seems to be. Plug the...
We'll know when we started and it misfires.
Yeah. Plug the... Where's the... There we go. Just like that. We have a new plug and a new wire on number...
It's probably...
yes, the other side is further forward, so number 8 cylinder. Okay, I think that's good to go.
Only 7 more to go.
The other one should be a little, at least on this side, except for maybe this one. The other one should be a little less taxing, at least, to get the wire off.
So we're gonna go do that, and then we'll come back on the other side to show one live, so that you guys can actually see what we're doing when we're doing it. Okay, so we're live again. I'm gonna have Greg start with cylinder 1.
8. Do you mean 1?
Yep.
This one, okay. Talk myself up to this.
Well, basically all you gotta do is pull to take the wires off. The bottom one you wanna kind of twist and pull. Looks like you shattered the end of the plug off there.
No, it's just got grease on it.
Oh.
There's that. And the way I was laying them on the thing when you're done there is in order of cylinder. Not that it really matters. Get rid of this conglomerate.
And as you can see, plugs still look pretty good.
Yeah.
That's probably the worst of them we've seen so far.
Yeah, it's pretty in line with the other ones, I think. The plug is anti-seized. Oh, right. Just fling it all around everywhere.
Yeah, this one was like really easy to do.
I just can't find the hole apparently.
It's a common problem along with today's youth.
Okay, one down.
I'll do the next one. Maybe the next two.
I'll do the next. You'll do the next one, and I'll do the next two.
No, I'll do the next two, and then I'll leave the last one for you.
Oh, I get the fun one. Let's see. Let me see how it is. Oh. Come on, that's not on all the way. Give it. Maybe it is on all the way. We're gonna find out right away if it doesn't run properly. 3 out of 8 cylinders.
That would not run nice, would it?
No, probably not. And it would be yelling loudly. Misfire. 1, 7, 8, 2, and 5. I think that's not all the way. I have no idea really. Okay, we'll call it good.
So there you go. That's how you do a spark plug on these trucks.
Another thing that I briefly mentioned before that I'll mention again now is a good practice, especially for vehicles that are driven all the time and in the summer and the pouring rain and the winter and the snow and slush and stuff, is to put a little layer of dielectric grease on the inside of the spark plug wire on both ends. Normally these ones have a weird spring mechanism on the plug end, but on the coil end you just put a little tiny film of dielectric around the outside so that it keeps the water out of the connection. This one's pretty well protected, so it's not a big deal, but just a good common practice.
Okay, so now we'll do the last 3 there, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, so we have all 8 plugs replaced, and now we get to have the moment of truth, if we did this properly or not.
Fire it up and see what
I think we'll be just fine. All right, here goes. truck since we've had it. I don't know why, but now it's coming down. Sometimes it'll go up and down too, like chasing an oil. We've never been able to figure out why it does that.
Weird. Sounds pretty good to me. Sounds pretty good.
And with that, we're going to wrap up this video. Next time when we work on this truck, we're going to do the front and rear differential. And then in another separate video, probably recorded the same day, we're going to do the transfer case fluid. But we only have limited time today, so we're not going to get to that, unfortunately. If you like this video, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Leave a comment if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about what we just did. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one here on GB Productions. Peace.